the show, Daniel J. Mertzlufft, Kate, don't know your middle initial, Leonard, but we've got music, Dan, lyrics, Kate, for at least the most recently released Ratatousical song, Remy's I Want song, but Dan is also the music supervisor. Did I read correctly in Rolling Stone? Did I read correctly in Rolling Stone? Sorry, am I quoting Rolling Stone you correctly? Great. And Kate has provided additional lyrics to flesh out the show, because on TikTok there probably wasn't enough actual material to construct a full-length musical, and so Kate came in to fill in those blanks. Am I correct in that, Kate?
Roughly, yeah.
I love being roughly correct. Okay, I'm gonna go shut the door so that strawberry shortcake does not filter through, and please just give us the background on Ratatousical.
Totally. So, Ratatousical, as it is so lovingly called, sort of began back in August when a user named Emily Jacobson posted a song called "Ode to Remy" that went fairly viral on TikTok, like as a meme song. So then from there, I took that, I did an arrangement of it to give it like the full Broadway treatment, and that's really what launched the Ratatouille musical movement. And from there, we had other writers who would come on and write songs. We had set designers who would do these stunning sets with projections. We had directors, producers, all these people who wanted to be a part of it. And I kept waiting for it to slowly die down or to get like a weird cease and desist from Disney. But what was sort of amazing about it was like it wasn't a centralized thing. There was no one person who was like in charge of this. So it was really a big community effort from TikTok. And then we started to get a lot of press. The New York Times was definitely like our biggest, like that was the tone changer, because they were the first ones who got a statement from Disney. We had Rolling Stone and The Verge and other big publications, but the New York Times were the first ones to get any type of comment from Disney, who said, you know, of course they love when people engage with their properties, but they don't have any plans to do with it. So then I was reached out to by the folks at Seaview, which is the production company that's doing this benefit concert, on on December 4th, less than a month ago. And they said, hey, we have this crazy idea, and hey, we would like to do it on January 1st. And I said, great. And we started to put it together. So they started to get the producers and reach out to all the original TikTok creators that we were going to use their songs from. And then we put together an amazing music team. So I'm music supervisor. I did all the new arrangements, because obviously a lot of the songs were only like a minute long. And we also had to really create a cohesive score because, you know, it's like from 13 different songwriters. So finding cohesion and all of that was really part of my job.
Otherwise known as the SpongeBob SquarePants problem.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's exactly what it was. I was Tom Kit of SpongeBob for this. That's exactly what I did. When I have to try to explain to people, that's what I say. So then we started to put together the music team, which was Macy Schmidt, who's our incredible orchestrator, Emily Marshall, who's our brilliant music director, and then Jesse Rosso and Jeffrey Coe, who were both hobbyists and did some additional arrangements as well. And then we were off to the races. And about 2 days in, I had done like 2 arrangements, and I realized that we needed at least a new song, which we knew, an I Want song, and then we definitely needed a new opening number, and then probably a lot of other stuff to fill in there. And I'm not a lyricist. I dabble once in a while for funsies, but that is not what I do. So that's when I immediately was like, I need Kate. We've been writing a bunch of stuff for animals for another show. Anyways, this is perfect. And I know she writes fast, and we have a shorthand. So Kate, please help me. And that's when Kate was brought on.
Yeah, so Dan sent me this fully realized I Want song, and I sent him back a full lyric for it, and it was really a pretty quick process. I think after the first draft, we changed 1 word and 1 line, something like that.
Yeah.
We went in on the opening.
This is the song on Rolling Stone that we have queued up to
yeah.
Yes.
We so the process with that one specifically, the song that I did for the finale that like kickstarted this all is very random. It actually it started to get a lot of hate on social media because like it's funny. Like I wrote it to be a parody, and then as it was becoming like a more real thing, people were like, this is a parody, this doesn't make any sense. So I knew that I had to build in the score everything that would lead up to this finale so that when we got to it, it felt like something that was worth arriving at. So we knew for his I Want song, I wanted to use some of the melody from that ending thing, and that the hook had to be the and the world will remember my name, because the last line from the finale is "May the world remember your name," which everyone was like, "Why do they care?" So I was like, "Well, if it's an As I Want song, then you care." So yeah, I figured out like the pianistic stuff I wanted to do. I wrote like a basic version, sent it to Kate. She sent the lyric back, and within I think 48 hours, it was born and off to the orchestrator. Because the timeline was that fast. Like we had no time to think because we were recording. I finished it on a Sunday, and we were recording 6 days later. So it had to go to the orchestrator to get to the copyist. Like there were no updates possible.
That is wild. But what are people gonna see, or how are they going to see it? We already know that the cast is mind blowing. Maybe just take us through a little bit of the cast and your reactions when you found out who the cast was.
Yeah, what do you expect to see? It is all virtual. None of our actors were in the room with each other, but they've either recorded at home or in a studio following all COVID safe protocols. And that's how everything was for both recording the orchestra. We were only four people were recording at a time. They were tested the day before as well as the day of. We were following all the correct protocols to make sure everyone was really safe throughout this entire process. So it's going to be virtual for the most part, but it's not just a Zoom room. There's going to be some special treats. The full orchestra, of course, pre-record. We have an ensemble. We have dance. You name it. Lucy Moss, our brilliant director, has some crazy stuff cooked up for you, along with David Bengali, who's our video designer.
Do you know anything about how the casting happened? Were there actors that reached out, like saying, "I need to be in this," or was there somebody just like we kind of have an idea of what we want to do? Or
It was a little bit of both. It was because like Kevin Chamberlain and Andrew Feldman both had interacted with the content on TikTok. Kevin wrote one of the songs. It's actually part of the opening number, and Andrew had sung a song by a guy named Nathan. So both of them like immediately really wanted to be a part of it, and I know other people had reached out to Taylor Williams, who was our casting agent. But we also, I know they also were reaching out to people because Andre DeShields I don't think is very active on TikTok, so he was not like asking to be in it, but he was great. And like to be in a Zoom room with Andre DeShields, like working, it was with all these people, but he was really really crazy because he had the Wiz poster in the background, and I was like, what am I doing right now?
That is, it's so incredible and amazing. I guess, Kate, as like, are you now inspired to go on TikTok, and like, how has this been? Because you were sort of were like plopped into this after the TikTok craze.
Yeah, so I love TikTok and spend way too much time on TikTok. I've just never posted anything to it, but I joined TikTok after Dan's Avatar: The Last Airbender song started taking off a little bit. At that point, we didn't know how much his other songs were going to take off. It was like, ooh, 1,000 views? That's very cool. But yeah, no, I'm probably not gonna start posting things on TikTok because I enjoy it too much to make it a source of stress, like all social media you participate in is. You know what I mean?
You're very adept on Instagram. I very much enjoyed your "Who is the most annoying internet evangelist" bracket. Has there been a result?
I'm almost certain that MLMs have won, but it won't be final until tomorrow morning.
Can I tell you something terrible? I don't even know what that is.
Of course.
Multi-level marketing, modern pyramid schemes.
Got it. Yep.
But
Okay.
it's like targeting like moms. It's
Moms, military families,
Aloe vera, Longaberger basket, the Tupperwares, like those old things.
Yeah, Tupperware, Mary Kay, they were the early ones.
Oh yeah, yes.
So set up the song. This is the "I Want" song that you wrote at breakneck speed. What are we gonna hear and see on the Rolling Stone clip? Because what we see is all sorts of interesting stuff. So do tell.
Yeah, Kate, do you want to kind of set it up, and then I'll talk about what we see?
Sure. Well, in the film Ratatouille, Remy, the Ratatouille, the rat of all our dreams, gets separated from his family, this family that he loves dearly, but that doesn't really understand him and why his relationship with food is so different from theirs. Like, why can't he just appreciate the garbage? So because of his mistake, they get separated, and he winds up off alone in the sewer feeling bad for himself. But he decides he's going to go up to the roof and see what's going on in the world above him, and discovers that he's not only in Paris now, but he's right outside Gusteau's, the restaurant owned by the chef he idolizes, who told him anyone can cook and who got him excited about new flavor combinations. And that's and during the course of this song, he goes into the restaurant and looks around. That's where we're at.
Yeah. And what we're gonna see, it's me playing and singing, even though it's fake because I had to do 4 takes of me playing. I don't have 4 iPhones to do takes, so it's pre-recorded. But that, and then there's a bunch of other just visuals of behind the scenes, and some of the actors. Like there's one moment that's Ashley Park, who's our Colette, showing Paris, which like made me really emotional the first time I watched it.
Yeah, Ashley Park. I mean, your cast is phenomenal. It's so exciting. I can't wait to hear Adam Lambert wail on a high note.
Well, and that song is written by this kid. He's a literal child. He's 17, named Blake Rouse, who's like insanely talented, and it's one of my favorites in the entire show. I'm really proud of my arrangement. And as we were setting out, we like chatted about what he imagined it for, and it was very like Pascal Paul, like leaning into that like hardcore modern musical theater, and I'm really excited with what we came up with. And yeah, I'm really excited to share that one.
I can't wait to see this. I hope that the cast album will be available for all of us musical theater nerds, and that it will raise a lot of money.
My talking point from the press folk is that while Disney does not have any plans developing the future, they are very excited that we are engaging for this one night only concert benefit for the Actors Fund, and that's all I can say.
Oh, that is more than enough. It's delightful. So proud of you both, my classmates, my collaborator. Dan and I collaborated on our 10-minute musical, which we both still dearly love. But that's for another day. Hey, all right, here we go. How about this? Dan, sing a little bit of it so we can say, oh, that sounds so interesting. Here's what he sounded live, and here's how he sounded when we finally made it play.
Yeah, of course. So it's I'll talk real quick about the fact that it's Remy the Ratatouille, the rat of all our dreams, and it's Paris, I hope you're ready for Remy's haute cuisine with style and innovation. So it's drawing from that same melody there, which is why we did that.
Which was also the trickiest part of writing the song, because Remy the Ratatouille is so memorable that you had to come up with something that didn't make you think, well, why am I not just hearing Remy the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams, on the same melody?
I think you were very successful at, if I say so myself.
Oh.
There it goes. Am I really at Gusteau's? Can it actually be? I was looking for a sign and got a 20-foot marquee. I've been dreaming of a life where I'm not just getting by. So now that I'm here, I'm aiming high. I'll boil and broil and fry till my name's the one in the sky. Paris, I hope you're ready for Remy's haute cuisine, with service and presentation like no one's ever seen. This epicure in miniature will set your hearts aflame, and the world will remember my name. Hear the clang of copper pots, take a whiff of that mirepoix. See the final sprig of tarragon that makes the big ta-da! This is where I'm meant to be. This is what I must pursue, so I won't let a narrow-minded view determine what vermin can do. Look out, 'cause this rat's coming through. I hope you're ready for Remy's restaurant, with style and and innovation that's truly au courant. This rodentine nouvelle cuisine is gonna change the game, and the world will remember my name. I'll wow all my guests with the dishes I'm trying, not writing new rules, merely ratifying from Maillard reactions to flavor extractions. I'll prove what I knew all along. I can be special. A rat can be special. My family was wrong. Paris, I hope you're ready for Remy on the rise. With passion and perseverance, surprising for his size, this gastronome is finally home and ready to proclaim that the world will remember my name.
Woo! That was amazing. And I have to say, I feel like we're in class because I want to raise my hand and say I loved it. But what I was going to say is determine what vermin can do. I mean, chef's kiss in the lingo. And also, this gastronome is finally home.
Thank you.
Work with me. I'm done.
There's some really good ones in there that even still I'm like, that's really smart. That's really smart.
So
My favorite is I'll wow all the guests with the flavors I'm trying, not writing new rules, merely ratifying.
Oh.
And brilliant. Like, come on.
I mean, Kate, you've always been brilliant. I love to see it. I can't wait to sing along with it. Also, mirepoix is delicious.
Yeah.
And healthy. You are both amazing. I can't wait to watch this in person. I am so excited about this wonderful in-depth interview and the fact that the tech finally worked. Thank you to you both. Love you.
Thank you for having us.
Check it out in 25 minutes on TikTok Live with Ratatousical face or TikTok page.
That's right. They're going from us to Jeremy O'Harris.
Oh wow.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.